Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine a world, right, where the line between just playing and actual danger is completely blurred.
And where your own identity, who you think you are, might just be a lie someone else built.
Exactly. Today, we're taking a deep dive into that kind of future. Humanity split, tech is, well, everywhere, and finding the truth, that's the biggest shock.
Yeah, what's really striking here is the story of this one guy, Hayes Baker. He's an elite agent, thinks he's top of the food chain.
Right.
But then his whole world and his idea of himself just gets taken apart piece by piece. The source material we're using is pretty unique.
It is. We're looking at novel excerpts, but treating them like a historical record of these wild events.
Our mission, basically, is to pull out the key stuff, the surprising facts, those aha moments. We want you to leave well-informed, but also maybe questioning things about control, power.
And what being human even means.
Yeah.
And we've got some incredible nuggets here, the tech, these chilling details about the toys.
Oh, the toys. We'll definitely get to those.
So what does this all mean for how we see identity and truth? Let's jump in.
All right, so step into 2061. First thing you notice, society is split right down the middle.
Mm-hmm. You've got the elites, they're the rulers, beautiful, genetically boosted, living in luxury. They control North America.
And then there are the humans. But the elites, they call them skunks. It's pretty derogatory.
Yeah, the elites genuinely think humans are like lazy and stupid. They blame them for ruining the world before, so they figure humans deserve to live in these awful human zones, slums, basically.
It's this weirdly polished dystopia. The rulers aren't just rich. They're literally engineered to be better.
And that justification is key. It lets them maintain this cruel system. The technology supporting it is just incredible.
Like what?
Well, you've got self-driving, AI Daimler limos, these personal IGs, butlers catering to every whim. Even the plants are genetically tweaked to bloom perfectly on command.
Botanical miracles, wow.
But maybe the creepiest bit of tech is the Cyrano 3000 implant.
Ah, the Cyrano. Tell us about that. It's this tiny device, fits in your inner ear, gives you constant social guidance, pulls info from databases, what to say, social cues, facts.
So like no real social interaction. It's all fed to you.
Pretty much. It ensures everyone conforms, stays elite, and the irony, the real kicker.
What's that?
Humans invented it originally.
Oh, wait. Okay, so our main guy, Hayes Baker, he's deep in this world.
Oh, yeah. Total elite. Agent at the Agency of Change, high-flying, pretty pleased with himself. We meet him at the president's inauguration party, 2061.
Yeah, his wife, Lisbeth, is there too, also an agent.
Yep, Elizabeth. She's an expert in biocircuitry, which becomes important later.
Okay.
And you really see the elite attitude in just small things. Hayes tells these human jokes, like one about how explaining an elite joke to a human would take all night to explain it 53 times. It's just dripping with condescension.
Wow.
And Lisbeth, looking around the fancy party, just gushes. We really do run the world, don't we? She means elites, not just the country.
Right. Sets the scene perfectly. A world built on thinking they're just inherently better. Okay, so moving deeper into this 2061 society. There's another layer here, beyond just class and tech. It's the toys.
Ah, yes, the toys. They are everywhere, not just kids' stuff. In the presidential mansion, everywhere. And everyone, elites and humans, seems hooked.
And they're not just like action figures. What kind of things are we talking about?
Well, at that party, cloned, genetically tamed animals, you could literally ride lions.
Ride lions, seriously.
Yep. Wear defanged cobras like scarves. Guys were sticking their heads in baby T-Rex mouths. It's bizarre, grotesque almost.
Okay, that's wild. But you mentioned simulators too.
Right, the sim stamps. Hugely popular, super addictive. They offer these intensely real experiences.
What kind of experiences?
Anything, really. Moorish harem, Eye of a Hurricane, pagan barbarities, even a death experience.
Yeah.
Or visit your former lives.
A death experience. Wow.
Hayes tries one out, becomes Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca. And the source notes it was edited for your enhanced pleasure.
Tailored escapism. Got it.
Then you have the dolls. Jessica and Jacob dolls.
He's found them creepy, right?
Yeah, he did. But they were incredibly lifelike. You could special order them, even sexual explicit versions.
Okay, yeah, definitely creepy.
And Lisbeth, being the biocircuitry expert, she makes this really telling comment about them.
What does she say?
She says something like, I bet these were programmed by a man, probably 16 to 35. Let a woman redo the code if they want them to sell.
Interesting. Shows how biases get baked right into the tech, even the toys.
Exactly. It hints at something deeper under the surface of entertainment.
So it makes you think, doesn't it? how this tech, stuff made for fun, could be subtly changing how people see things, maybe hiding something else entirely.
It's a thread that runs right through this whole story.
So Hayes is living this perfect elite life, but it starts to crack, doesn't it?
It really does. The first big sign is when his limo gets attacked. By skunks. Humans. Elizabeth's with him.
And Hayes, being an agent, he fights back hard.
Oh, yeah. Brutally effective.
Right.
Takes him down easily. But then comes the really weird part.
Which is?
The human leader, this woman, Lucy. She looks right at him, calls him by name, and says, you think you're a hero, Hayes Baker, but you have no idea what you're doing. You're the criminal here.
Whoa, okay. That's direct.
And then Hayes just freezes.
Yeah.
He could have gone after her, but he just stands there. Doesn't know why. It's the first real seed of doubt.
A crack in the facade. Then things escalate. Right, the toy store murders.
Oh, massively. 11 elite execs killed.
Right.
Brutally. And the circumstances are just bizarre.
How so?
All the security cameras malfunctioned at the exact same time.
Convenient.
Very. And the witnesses, other elites, people who supposedly have perfect memories, never lie.
Right.
They remember nothing. Or just these crazy dreams about violence. One woman, Juicy, dreams a human with a knife says, now we'll find out what you know.
That doesn't add up at all. Something's very wrong there.
Exactly. And Hayes, investigating the scene, he notices something specific. The organs taken from the victims. They're the ones linked to the elite bioaugmentations, especially the brain circuitry.
Ah, so not random.
Definitely not. Hayes realizes it's a premeditated murder plot. He goes after the killers, takes down 2 more, very violently.
I don't know.
And then he falls 10 stories off a parking garage during the chase. His world is literally crashing down.
So after that 10-story fall, Hayes wakes up in the hospital in agony.
Unbearable pain, yeah. And then, bam, the accusation. His former bosses, Jax Moore and Owen McGill, they're right there.
And what do they say?
Our traitor is skunks awake. They call him human. A dirty traitor. Threaten him with slow death.
Just like that, after everything. What about Lisbeth?
She faints. Then when she comes to, she's apparently trying to scrub her skin raw, takes the kids and just flees. Wants to escape the stigma and shame.
Wow. That's harsh. So Hayes is reeling. How can he be human? He's got the augs, the fast healing.
Exactly. It's a total paradox for him. His whole identity is shattered. But even in that state, he pulls off this ingenious escape. Fakes a heart attack, overpowers the guards, shows this resourcefulness he didn't know he had.
Okay, so he escapes. Where does he go?
Into the human slums.
Yeah.
Described as just depressingly poor, bombed out.
And what happens there?
He runs into this pregnant human girl, Shanna. She's being attacked by these thugs, betas.
And Hayes.
He helps her, which is huge considering his background. Then he actually witnesses her giving birth in this incredibly basic, filthy room, and he finds it. Well, he calls it a miracle.
So his perspective is shifting. Big time.
Definitely. And it's interesting, even before this, he had these thoughts. Like, you could hate humans, but nobody should hate Mozart or Dickens or J.K. Rowling. He sees value in human culture.
Mm-hmm.
And later, he sees kids in the slums playing with those Jessica and Jacob dolls. He notes there's something just wrong about dolls acting out everything, thinking dolls used to be about imagination.
Another crack in the elite worldview, seeing the human side.
Exactly. But the final huge reveal, that happens at his parents' hidden lab.
The ones he thought were just eccentrics.
Turns out they were famous human scientists in hiding. And they show him home movies
Oh, wow. Of him.
of his childhood,
Wow.
proving, without a doubt, he was born human.
So how did he become elite?
Surgery. They removed his belly button, gave him the biocircuitry, the nanomachinery,
Yeah.
basically engineered from human stock, is the phrase used, engineered to overcome human flaws.
So the augmentations were real, but his origin wasn't.
Precisely. The biocircuitry boosted his brain, nanotech, for healing and strength. And then they show him the real film, The 7-4 Day,
The elite celebration.
which was actually a mass extermination of humans.
Oh my God.
And that's the aha moment. Hayes realizes, I was a human. The elites were mass murderers, and now they wanted to finish the job. It just breaks everything he thought he knew.
The ultimate betrayal is finding out who you really are and what your side really did.
So Hayes is reeling from this truth bomb, and he connects with Lucy, remember her? The human leader from the limo attack.
Yeah, that's her other name.
Right. And turns out she's not his biological sister, but she was adopted and also enhanced by his parents. Get this, she's more enhanced than Hayes.
More. Wow. Okay.
And her own parents,
Yeah.
killed by Jax Moore, Hayes' old boss. So she has a very personal stake in this fight.
So Hayes joins her, joins the resistance.
He does. And it's a global thing. We even see them liaising with Mongols in Russia who drink horse blood. The source calls the horses movable snack bars.
Okay, that's vivid.
Yeah.
So Lucy's pretty hardcore compared to his.
Definitely. She's skilled, ruthless. It's a real contrast to his privileged elite background. But they work together.
Mm-hmm.
There's even this scene where Hayes tries to impress the Mongols with his speed. They call him a rabbit.
Does he impress them?
He thinks he does. But later, Lucy quietly tells him, I let you win the run. Just casually dropping that she's faster. Layers upon layers of deception.
Even among allies. And they use deception strategically too, right? Clones?
Big time. They use a clone of major human leader, Chantal Dugar from Interpol, to set a trap for the elites. And we also learn more about the elites' plan. In London, they're actively paying people called smashers to destroy cultural heritage, art, books, churches.
Why?
To degrade and demoralize humans, erase their past, break their spirit. It's psychological warfare alongside everything else.
Brutal. But then the resistance plan goes wrong. There's a betrayal.
The ultimate betrayal. Jax Moore shows up in France, and Lisbeth is with him.
Lisbeth, Hayes' wife.
His jinx, yeah. The nickname hits different now. She reveals the meeting was a trap, and then she just calmly shoots the Chantal Dugar clone. No hesitation.
Solidifying her loyalty to the elites. Chillin'.
And it gets worse. Hayes eventually gets back to his apartment, supposedly after being in a coma. Lisbeth is all affectionate, but it feels wrong. Manipulative. The kids are distant.
Something's off.
Then Lucy finds it. Lisbeth planted a tracking chip in his brain.
No.
Lucy removes it, and boom, Hayes' memory comes flooding back. Everything he did with the resistance. And Lucy confirms it. Lisbeth helped perfect that slow death torture machine.
The woman he loved designed torture devices and put a tracker in his head. That's devastating. Okay, so we're heading towards the end game. The elites have a final plan, right? Another 7-4 day.
Yes, and it's absolute. The goal, in just 80 hours, the human race will be completely eliminated.
80 hours. That's it. And Jax Moore actually praises Lisbeth for her part in this.
Explicitly praises her. Her biocircuitry work was key to whatever they're planning.
So what happens next? Lucy makes some kind of move.
It seems like a sacrifice play. She lets herself get captured. Then, inside Agency HQ, she detonates a thermal bomb she had inside her body. Kills Jax Moore. A massive explosion.
Inside her body, so she died.
Yeah. That's what Hayes thinks. He believes he was her unwitting accomplice. Just devastated. It was meant as a final, terrible warning to all elites.
Is she really dead? You mentioned she was more enhanced.
Exactly. Surprise, Lucy is alive. Turns out, she's immune to the bomb.
Okay, her enhancements were seriously next level.
No kidding. She later tracks down the other boss, Owen McGill.
Right.
And rips his head off. Literally. Leaves it sitting on his shoulders with this look of confusion. She is not messing around.
Clearly not. So the immediate bosses are gone, but the main plan is still happening. How do they figure out what it is?
This is maybe the most disturbing part. Lucy performs brain surgery on the captured Lisbeth. Forces her memories to project so Hayes and the others can see.
Oh, what do they see?
Hayes calls it the most horrific thing he'd ever witnessed. Remember those Jessica and Jacob dolls?
Creepy lifelike ones?
Yeah. Thousands of them. Each one a walking, talking bomb, set to explode in human areas releasing poison gas.
Oh my God, the toys.
The toys were the weapon all along. Not just the dolls, the SimStims, phones, vibrators, video games, all designed to kill. Entertainment as a delivery system for genocide.
That's horrifying. So how do they stop it? There's only hours left.
Through Lisbeth's forced memories, they find out about a fail-safe device. Lucy and Hayes manage to use it to disable the killer toys across New Lake City. Just in time.
Okay, immediate crisis averted, but the president is still out there.
Right. Final assault time. Hayes and Lucy go after President Hughes Jacklin at his mansion. They fight his bodyguard, Devlin, and his clones.
Clones, of course.
Then Hayes confronts Jacklin himself and finds out the president is barely human anymore. 87% tech by body mass.
The ultimate elite ideal, literally becoming machine.
Pretty much. But they managed to capture him.
So what happens to Jacklin and Lisbeth? What's the justice here?
They subject them both to this slow death machine, Lisbeth's own creation.
Seriously, an eye for an eye.
But Hayes stops it. After only 45 seconds, it doesn't kill them. It purges their memories, reduces them to, well, almost nothing. They're put to work doing menial labor.
So not execution, but erasure.
Presented as human justice, a different path than the elite way of extermination. So if we connect all this, Hayes Baker's whole arc, from this smug elite to basically a reawakened human fighting for survival, it's just a powerful look at identity.
Yeah, and deception. How
Mm.
easily reality can be twisted.
And how even things that seem totally innocent, like toys, can become weapons in a fight for absolute control. It really makes you think about manipulation.
And it brings up that huge question, doesn't it? In a world with tech like this genetic engineering, cybernetics, what actually makes someone human?
Is it just biology? Or is it something else?
Like compassion, creativity, maybe even just being messy and imperfect. The source mentions New Lake City changing afterwards from being sterile and elite.
To being infused with new life, human life at its best.
Yeah.
It suggests real civilization isn't about perfection. Maybe it's about that vibrant, chaotic human stuff.
Potential, right.
Which leads to, I think, a really crucial point for us looking forward. If technology can wipe memories, engineer loyalty, how do we even protect who we are? What's truly worth fighting for?
Yeah, think about that. Are we, maybe in smaller ways, creating our own toys right now? Things that might subtly control us or change who we are down the line?
It's a sobering thought.
Definitely something for you to mull over. What happens when the hidden truth about our own world comes out? We'll leave you with that until our next deep dive.